the end of the year coming up very shortly, it is time to position yourself in order to reach the goals for next year. So it's important for us to think about our home goals now. So in today's episode, I want to talk about 7 things that you need to know before buying your first home. Hello everyone, welcome back to Your Home University, your #1 resource for everything first-time home buyer. So with the end of the year coming up very shortly, it is time to position yourself in order to reach the goals for next year. So you don't want to wait till the last week of December to review your goals, come up with a plan, and then, January 1st comes along and you go in that cycle of, writing things down. So it's important for us to think about our home goals now to gear up for 2023. Comment down below, I am a homeowner, if you are claiming home ownership in 2023. So in today's episode, I want to talk about 7 things that you need to know before buying your first home. Before we get started, don't forget, hit that subscribe button down below and notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you get registered for the next workshop that is coming up very shortly at workshop.yourhomeuniversity.com, or you can go in the description box below and click the link and get registered. So let's get started. The first thing you want to know is your credit score. Now, I know that there's a lot of people who have issues with their credit score. Don't worry, there are plenty of ways to get it repaired much sooner than you think. It's one of those things where you have to be intentional. When you're purchasing a home, the lender is going to pull your credit, so it's very important for you to know your credit health. With the conventional loan, you can typically get by with 620. With an FHA, you can get by with a 580. However, you want to get as high as possible so that way you get the best interest rates and the best loan programs. If you have no idea what your credit score is, you can go ahead and go to creditkarma.com and sign up. It's completely free, so that way you have an idea of what your credit score is. It's not only important to know what your credit score is, you want to know what is on your report as well. So if you have low credit, you want to review your reports so you have a better idea what is going on with your credit score. If you have issues with your credit and you have no idea what to do to bring up your credit score, make sure you register for the workshop, because that is something that we're going to go over. So go in the description box and register, okay? This workshop is completely free, so that way you can start working on your credit score. So in 2023, you can buy your first home. Next thing you want to know is how much house you can afford. Now, when you get pre-approved, if you go with conventional loan, it is about a 50% debt to income ratio. And if you go FHA, it's a 56% debt to income ratio. However, you don't want to make yourself house poor. So you want to review your own expenses, your own income, and come up with a budget for yourself and what you can afford. I always recommend people to try to stay between 25 to 35% of your income going towards your mortgage. So that way you still have extra money at the end of the month to keep going with your savings goal. Not only that, I also recommend people to have at least 3 months of expenses saved in an account, not including your down payment and your closing costs, just because you want to make sure that you are good to go before you purchase your home. So this is something that you want to think about. Again, if you have no idea how to get started with that, how to budget, how to come up with a great financial plan, get registered for the workshop. We're going to be going over that as well. The number 3 thing I want you to know before you purchase your first home is options for down payment. So the down payment, it depends on what type of loan you're going to use to purchase your home, and that's going to be discussed with your lender. So with conventional, you don't always have to pay 20% down. They have 3% conventional, 5% conventional, 10% conventional, 15%, you get the point. So based on what down payment you have, also with FHA is 3.5% of the purchase price. So you want to make sure you have the down payment saved. Also, I always recommend people to research down payment assistance programs and grants. So that way, hey, if you can get a little bit of help with your down payment, absolutely go for it. So see what's out there that can help you with closing on your first home, so that way you can come to the table with less money, which is always a great thing. The 4th thing I want you to know is how much you can borrow. So before you even go look at homes, you want to make sure you have a pre-approval from the lender. This is important because it's almost like going to the mall and going shopping without knowing how much you can afford to buy. So before you even look at houses to get excited, you want to make sure the numbers work. Again, you don't only want to look at what you can pre-approved for, you want to make sure the numbers work for you and your budget. So this is where it's very important to align with a lender who is patient and who will give you accurate numbers. Even when you have the pre-approval and you do go out shopping for your house, you want to make sure you run each house that you are interested in putting an offer in with the lender, so that way you have the numbers before you even start the process of purchasing your home, because you don't want to get surprised in the end. The fifth thing you want to know before you buy your first house is the condition of the real estate market. Now, it's always very interesting when people ask me, hey, how's the real estate market? And I'm like, it depends. Like, where? What type of house? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? Is there a pool? Is there no pool? You know? So you want to make sure and know what the condition of the market is for what you are looking for. So if you're looking for a condo in Miami, it's going to be a completely different market than if you're looking for a condo in Jacksonville. So this is where you align with the right real estate agent who can help you in translating and educating you on exactly how the market's doing, how many houses sold, how long is it sitting on the market, because that all matters when it comes to writing up offers and whether or not you want to proceed with a property or not. So if you are interested in aligning with the right real estate agent, go in my description box below and click the link to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, and I will love to help you. If you feel you're getting some valuable information on this video, don't forget to hit that like button so you can tell YouTube, hey, well, you like what she's doing, you want to keep it going. The sixth thing you want to know before you buy a house is, where do you want to live? And you know, it's funny, this is probably the most forgotten thing, like overstepped part of the process. Like, it's I think that just is not given the importance that it deserves, because where you live, it's hard to even, sometimes when people come to me with buying a house, they're like, I'm thinking here, and I'm like, it's like you're all over the place, right? And when it's time to buy your house and you have your pre-approval and you are ready to start the process, you don't want to wait till then to try to figure out where you want to live, because it's going to make the process even longer. If you are months out, if you're 6 months out or a year out, 2 years out, hey, it may seem like it's a long time, but it really isn't. So take the time to start visiting different areas and really getting to know exactly what location you want to live in, because as they always say, location, location, location. So you want to make sure that the location works for you, because a beautiful house in the wrong location is not a good thing. If you find a house in the right location that needs a little bit of work, hey, that's something that you can work on. It's cosmetic. So you want to start getting to know exactly where you want to live, and also if that location works within your budget. That is very important too. If you're in the Florida area and you want to start looking at different properties to start getting to know where you want to live, you can go ahead and visit RebeccaJamesRealtor.com and search for properties there. If you have any questions, don't forget to reach out. The seventh thing that you want to know before you buy a house is, what type of house do you even want? Again, this is a very important step in the home buying process that I think people don't really think about as well until they actually get started. Now, when I say what type of house do you want a single family home? Do you want a condo, townhouse, villa? Are you okay with 2-story, 1-story? Do you want a small house, big house? Do you need land? Do you need in a gated community or not? Like, these are some things that you really want to think about before you even start the home buying process. Now, remember, you want to separate it from must-haves and wants, because just like dating, you can have all these wants and it doesn't mean you're going to get everything. So you want to find a house that at least hits your must-haves and a few of your wants, at least a few of your wants, right? And then everything else you can work from there. So start using the time now. Do you need to live in a single family home? Are you okay with a townhouse? Do you prefer a condo? Do you want a villa? And don't be afraid to even look up local open houses that are going in your area, so you can go in different types of properties and get a feel for it and see if that feel works for you. So those are the 7 things that is very important for you to know before buying a house. If you made it to the end of this video, comment down below a house emoji. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss a single video. See you next time.